What's going on, YouTube? I'm here at TradeUI, showing you how you can use their insider trading tools to give yourself a trading edge. So, there are a lot of different traders out there. You have your scalpers, you have your investors, and you have your swing traders. Scalpers look to day trade, they look to find something that'll move in a couple of minutes to maybe like 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour. You have swing traders who want to hold positions for a couple of days to a couple of weeks. Then you have investors who are in it for the long run, either a year or longer. But I'm going to talk about swing traders here for a minute, and maybe my potential investors, because I want to talk to y'all about the importance of insider trading. So, whenever you start to do insider trading, you start to see who in the company and what institutional investors of a company start to either buy, sell shares, or exercise contracts of a share. So, what you can do is you can thin down that list of over 3,000 stocks to roughly a handful of stocks at different times in the year to give yourself good investment opportunities. So I'm going to show you all how you can use TradeUI's insider trading tool to filter out the fluff and actually get to some good potential swing trade setups. So right here on the chart, actually when you log into TradeUI, you actually go to insiders right here and it'll bring you a list. What I like to do is I like to see what insider trading has gone on for a few months. So I will look at January 1st to the date now, which is February 21st. So I kind of scan through and I look for the value. So what happens here, you have different titles. You have the ticker, the owner, the insider title, the trade type, whether they exercised options or acquired some. You have the cost they spent, the number of shares, the value they spent, and the shares they have now. Well, what I want to do is go ahead with this tool right here, and I want to see who's buying stocks. Because remember, on insiders, people tend to sell for various reasons. They might need some money to pay some taxes. They might want to just take a little bit of cash out to go buy something new. Or they might think the stock's about to take and they'll just sell everything. So we do look at the selling. However, something we do want to see, we want to see the buying. Because once you see people buying, that's what shows you what happens. So once we've set the value, you want to set the highest to lowest. And a couple things I want to look out for. I'm not really big on 10% owners or anybody who's not an executive officer or just a higher up officer in the company. So what I'm going to do is thin this down to 100 rows. And I'm just going to kind of scan through. I want to see CEO somewhere. So you got one right here, which is HSAQ. You have Vera, Iron, None. You have BECN, Riley. You have all different people spending millions of dollars. But we're looking at 10% owners here. So I want to see who in the company is actually buying the shares, who actually works for the company. So let's go to the next chart, see if we see anything good. Let's see, it's scrolling up through here, and I'm trying to catch something else. I do have one example that I found earlier in the week, which is CMPR. Oh, that's not it, CMPR. The beautiful thing is you can click right here and search up different stocks. So if you want to see MSFT, you can look up MFST right here. And as you can see, Microsoft didn't have anything. So that's not really a good one to reference, but what you can do is go back and you can type in what I looked up earlier, CMPR. There we go right here. And this is one that I wanted to show y'all. So look at all this insider buying coming from CMPR. You see the cost that he was starting to buy at and the date that it happened. So February 16th, between the 9th and the 16th, he was starting to, I'm sorry, you got some of the 8th right here. So let's actually filter this by date for us. There we go. So between the 8th of February and the 16th of February, the CEO and chairman has been buying CMPR. So now let's go to all transactions to see what's going on. So all transactions, and it is still nothing but buying from the CEO and chairman. So that's a very bullish indicator for us. You can see it happen multiple times. And every time he has been ordering in the hundreds of thousands, except for the first order. But after that, he's been ordering in the hundreds of thousands. This is a very bullish indicator to see what's going on at CMPR. So I actually have it up here on the chart, and what I want to do is focus on this little move we have here. So I'm going to zoom in on the year to date. So he started buying right here. In between these 2 days, looks like right here is when he started buying. So he got in, and his average entry is between 35 and 37. And if you actually go back, you can see he got any, I'm going to filter this by the cost. He started adding at $35.85 and kept adding all the way up to $41.24. So he's been buying this little move right here. He probably caused a lot of this move to happen as he's been buying, because this news got out whenever it got released to the public, and everybody started following him. So how do we utilize this? Well, let's at least use our technical analysis, all right? So what's going on here, you have this big pump after earnings, and it looks like it kind of staggered out under 40, and it came down to the $35 level, still wanting to hide around that $34 level a little bit. But remember our technical analysis, resistance, 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 resistance. So this is now support. So right now it's actually pulled back to a good level between the $33 and the $35 area. And you could actually see a swing to the upside. It has been selling off here heavy lately. However, you just want to monitor it and get in on your own trade. But the beautiful thing about swing trading is time is on your side. All right. And just because the CEO bought shares on these dates or over here, that doesn't mean you have to buy the same time he does. Wait for the stock to hit your technical setup. Because guess what? If it's not there yet, you can always find another position. Like this one, for example, CMPX. You have 3 insider buyers. These are a little bit smaller. The shares are $20,000. Nothing just too crazy. However, on a small stock like this tends to be something that sticks out a little bit. So let's go to CMPX. And I actually have some technical analysis drawn up here. So as you can see, I kind of have some lines drawn up. I have an alert line in case it hits. I have where we kind of squeezed down and then broke out. But if we go back to our insider trading, looks like we started adding on the end of January, and we added some more right after Valentine's Day on February 15th. And looks like we're getting anywhere from $4.20 to $3.86. Now, what does that tell me? That tells me the owner of this company thinks that the stock is worth more than where it's at when he bought it. So if I know I buy within that range that he bought, I'm also backed by the CEO of the company who thinks the stock's about to perform. That's how insider buying works, and that's how you can utilize it to set yourself up for positive swing trades. So what we have here, we actually have a good support line around the $3.65 level. So anytime it kind of touches there, you maybe look to adding more. But you got to remember, the CEO bought shares anywhere from up here on this little spike, and he's been buying on this downfall too, and he bought right here. So the beautiful thing is, if you know he's buying here, here, and here, if you buy here, you have a better deal than he does, and he knows what's going on in the company that's going to make the stock rise in the future. So that's how you can use TradeUI's insider trading tool to give yourself a trading edge. Like I said, this is mainly for my swing traders and long-term investors out there. If you enjoyed this video, check out the other videos we have. If you want to check out TradeUI for yourself, click the link in the description below. Don't forget to use that coupon for 10% off. And we hope that you enjoyed this video and you become a better trader from it. Guys, we're going to end the video here. I hope you have a great night.